PSAC quarterfinal. It is the Warriors and the Golden Rams. ESU made the playoffs Saturday on the final night of the season. Bradley Tarosi scored on a penalty kick in the 83rd minute to give ESU a 1-0 win here over Shippensburg. Tarosi had failed to score on a PK earlier in the game. But in the end, he scored his first of the season. Because Millersville beat Bloomsburg 1-0, ESU would not have made the playoffs with a tie. ESU finished the regular season 8-2 overall, 5-3 at home, went 7-3 to the PSAC East. Watch for Helgi Hermannsson in net. He is the PSAC East Defensive Athlete of the Week after 9 saves against Westchester and Shippensburg, 5 straight shutouts in league competition. Westchester also needed to win on Saturday just to get in. Andrew Markopoulos scored 2 minutes in as the Golden Rams won at Shepherd 4-1. Phil Udo and Young and HAP also scored in the first half. Greg Potts scored early in the second to make it 4-0. Westchester finished the regular season 10-5-2. 5-3-1 on the road. Also went 7-3-2 in the PSAC East. For what most around the world would call championship football. Real football. El football. As the ball is kicked, we are starting the party. Take down his man there. A lonesome train whistle in the background. Nice and high. Headed down. Ball is loose. Scramble still. Work back. Hammered. Score! Trevor Payon gets the all-important first goal. 6 minutes in. ESU up a goal to 0. It was something out of nothing. It wasn't bad service, but Westchester appeared to have a handle on it, and suddenly they didn't. The initial header by Nierhoff was blocked. Give Nureddini an assist for ultimately corralling the ball to Payon. It wasn't very much, just a gentle flick right there. And Payon was able to get it by good in what felt like a corn maze of traffic. As it is taken now by Taylor on the far side as Westchester try to get back to work quickly. Chip down the left side. Can Duke stop it? He does. Tries to make a move. Duke centers it in front. Squirts free. Ball still loose. They jam. They score! Westchester gets off the deck. Answering right back. It was a scramble in front. And not enough Warriors to clear the line. And suddenly the game is tied. It was messy, but that's okay. The Golden Rams will take it. Beautiful pass, and it went off, I think, initially of Nierhoff, who couldn't clear it. Somebody else for ESU was down. His hands aren't that strong. So this is from roughly 43 yards away. Bradway got it in. Loose in front, swing and a miss. Kicked on somebody's back, and it's kicked just high. Incredibly physical, but it has been intense. Smelikos works it upfield again. Some tap dancing by Amato. Does his job well, slides, gets it back. Nureddini lets it go, scores! He has done it again! Abdullah Nureddini this time in the run of play. Took a great pass. Some tremendous work with the people around him, and ESU is in front 2-1. I know there's a World Series game, but somebody call SportsCenter out this one. Tremendous moves by Amato. Nureddini is going to score from 30 yards away. Made the play. As Nureddini lets that mortar go. As Good just looks around and says, what do you expect me to do with that one? And as such, ESU is almost everybody back in the 18 to defend. Nice and high. Handed a couple of times, goes right into Hermansson's gut, and ESU maintains its lead. Not sure whose number it was very, very quick. Free kick. This is nice and high. And did it go in? Yes, it did! Oh, my goodness! Hermannsson was backpedaling, and that ball may have just dipped under the crossbar and in as the Golden Rams, well, we'll say ESU did it to themselves because they've let Westchester control the pace here in the second half. But it is now 2-2 as Owen Slack gets a goal from Jersey. This was from roughly 35 yards. Hermannsson could not get a fingertip on it. He gets any piece of the keeper's glove on it, it doesn't go in. In for Peeve, and Goldfeder comes in for Duke. This one's launched from 35, and a great save made by Guda Nureddini. Nureddini sent bombs away, and ESU almost took the lead back. Your dinner plans for 8 are now in jeopardy as Nureddini let this one go, and Good had to get a couple of palms on it. Well, Slack attempted Olympico. It's coming back post, headed against, now loose, and it's cleared away at the last second. And right now, ESU is walking on a tightrope that's been soaked with kerosene. High again, headed, loose, and it's just gonna miss. But Westchester clearly showing signs of life right now. Slack lets this one go. Deflected, loose in front. Headed off the crossbar and missing an opportunity, I think. On the near post was Taylor. There was confusion. It was blocked. Headed back off the crossbar, and it was Taylor who just missed. Payon with potentially the season on his foot. Off the crossbar! Peter, Paul, and Mary. We've had near misses left and right as Westchester look to counter quickly. But this one might be spinning out of control. And it does go off of Goldfeder. As Don Adams would say,
missed it by that much.
Minneapolis will launch this from 45 on the sideline. Nice and high, Hermannsson stays back. Headed towards it, he makes the save. This time, he trusted his feet and the line in front of him. Well, yes, it did. Remember, this is not basketball. Once the ball crosses the line, that's it. Here's the replay, as it may have actually come to Barbieri instead. Not for the moment. Hanvey lets it fly. Back post, and it's just going to go over and out of play. All the lights of the intersection went green, and Westchester almost had a winner. Continues. Shifted through, onside, headed, great save by Good! As Tarosi ducked behind the flag snake down. This was a tremendous ball served, and, well, Tarosi almost had the winner. The box is even more loaded now than it was before. It comes in, it comes to Good. And somebody is in pain back at the 6 for ESU. Looks like it might be Tarosi. Oh my goodness! A card has been given. Does that mean there's a penalty? No, pardon me, it's Payon who's down. Trevor Payon was the man who was down. I look down, and Alex Aiken has been given a red card. As Trevor Payon is still fixing himself to make sure he can get back up. I did not see what happened. Let's see if Niels Bjorkquist's crew can. So Payon's in the back there. Oh, okay. Well, and now the question becomes, is this a PK because the foul occurred inside the box? It was inside the 6, never mind the 18. Should ESU be awarded a penalty kick? because the play was dead, I think that's the saving grace for Aiken and Westchester. The clock has resumed. 2 minutes left in regulation of what has become a Picasso instant classic. The paint's all over the room. 10 seconds left. Can ESU get one borderline miraculous toss here at the net? Knocked down. Nureddini can't find it. We will have overtime. Control instead. This one is launched downfield. Tarosi's going to chase after it. Good, stays in the 18. It's fumbled, and Good finds it with 17 left. And that might do it. For the indignity awaits now. It has been a fun game.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I hate this a lot, but that's how we're going to determine whose season continues. This officially goes in as a tie for both teams.
At the end of the second overtime,
but we're about to pull the balls out of the fishbowl next.
We will now head to a penalty kick shootout.
End of overtime. It is PSAC quarterfinal, ESU 2, Westchester 2. The penalty shootout is next here on the PSAC Sports Digital Network.
Yes.
Save made! Good! Opens the shootout. What a tremendous save. That sets the tone. It was Nierhoff, pardon me, that shot first. He hit it well, but Good was able to make the save. Now Hermannsson must respond. Fans are yelling, making noise. Hermannsson getting big. Score! Jimenez puts that one in. Gio Jimenez. The guys taking the kicks may not have played the game at all. I don't recall seeing Jimenez at all in the lineup for the entire game. I think Quinn Murphy is next for ESU. Again, it really is a potluck. You're pulling names out of the basket. Score! And that puts the pressure back on the Golden Rams. 1-1, bottom of the second inning. Looks like it's Markopoulos trying to put Westchester back in front. Hermannsson gets big. Scores off the crossbar. He knew exactly where he was going. Could have done that blindfolded. 2-1 Westchester after 2. Looks like it's Diaz, top of the third inning. Scores! So Caetano Diaz gets ESU back even, but either Hermannsson needs to make a save or Potts has to miss the net. Greg Potts walking like he's making a slow trip to the mound. Everybody has their own process, right? Potts gets ready. Scores! After 3, Westchester leads ESU 3-2. Hubert Herrera. It's almost a must make. If he doesn't make it, Westchester can win with the next kick. Good showing his size. Scores! 3-3, heading to the bottom of the fourth inning. Goldfeder is next. It's a guessing game in part. Jason Goldfeder can put Westchester in front again. Hermannsson needs to do something. Either make a save or make him go cross-eyed. Save made by Hermannsson! And there's a volcanic eruption down near the track. Oh, this has just gotten juicier now. Round 5. Who's taking the kick for ESU? It is Cucurella. Can he put ESU in front? Heading to the bottom of the 5th. Scores! If Hermannsson makes the save, the game is over. Who is coming up to take the kick to prolong the festivities? It looks like it's Frankie Taylor who scored earlier tonight. He must score to keep it going. Save made by Hermannsson! ESU wins! ESU in a shootout advances to the PSAC Semifinals! Helgi Hermannsson did not save the first 3, but he got the last 2 as ESU survives and advances. It is exciting of a soccer game as you will see anywhere on the planet. This is heartbreaking for a Westchester team that played with a lot of effort tonight. They knew what they needed to do to start the second half. They got the equalizer. And now comes a handshake. But first, the game-ending save as Hermannsson, standing like he's parting the Red Sea. Taylor kicked it down the middle. You see in the foreground there, Taylor being consoled by Good and Potts. Taylor played great tonight, got the game tied early after ESU had gone ahead. There's no shame in this for Westchester. They played great. ESU was just a hair better tonight. Everybody knows how awful penalty kicks can be, how fickle they can be. But the Warriors will live to fight another day. Again, the result is officially a 2-2 tie in the NCAA rulebooks. Westchester's season will end with an overall record of 10-5-3. ESU will go to Bloomsburg with a record of 8-8-3. With how poorly things started, it wasn't so much wins and losses, but with how the team looked early on. Some people would call this a nice surprise for the ESU men's soccer team. And here they come to the bleachers. They are happy Warriors. This will be the final soccer game of the season on this field. They're going to enjoy this as much as they can because they're going to have their hands full on Friday. The Warriors will play Mercyhurst at Bloomsburg. The survivors of the first round games cross over. Mercyhurst is undefeated. They have looked good this season. They did not play in an easy PSAC West. They've been that good. Bloomsburg will get Gannon, who beat Seton Hill today 4-3. Again, it goes officially. The NCAA scorebook is a 2-2 tie. ESU wins on penalties 4-3. Westchester might have had a lot of shots in the second half, but they couldn't get them on frame. And in overtime, ESU turned up the juice a little bit, as Westchester, I think, had lost some steam in the end because they were down to 10. This was a physical game, and things changed a little bit when Alex Aiken was sent off for taking down Trevor Payon after a corner kick with, maybe he thought nobody could see him. Again, ESU got one in the 7th minute from Trevor Payon. Frankie Taylor, who had the final kick that was saved by Hermannsson, got one right back a half minute later. It was 1-1 until we got to the half hour. Abdullah Nuruddini scored another long shot again. 2-1 at the half. Owen Slack scored from a long, long ways away in the 67th minute on a free kick that forced us to miss dinner. But I'll tell you right now, dessert's going to taste really good for the Warriors tonight. For Westchester, it is a bitter end of their season, but both teams have reason to celebrate a job well done. And that is the final soccer game of the season here at Gregory Dowd's Field at Eiler-Martin Stadium. I want to thank Niels Bjorkquist, who has played in many high-profile soccer games for ESU over the years. He's been a great director and producer, and just about everybody else. Ryan Long in Athletic Communications was the first guy to tell me, yes, Nick, they made a rule change. They're playing the entire 20 minutes, and I told him, well, I hope we don't get to that. Well, I can't tell you what word I used, but I had everybody laughing, and it wasn't penalties that I used, but we got there tonight, and it still tasted great. For our operations guru, Noah Strone, and for the Director of Athletics at East Stroudsburg University, Dr. Alan Snook, I'm Nikolai Busko. Thank you for joining us at the PSAC Sports Digital Network. We'll see you next time.